Now we are on our final topic for today. Think deeply about simple things. Oh, I absolutely love this. Now we're going to talk about two methods here. Ask why or what if. Now let's just talk about this. What do they say an expert is? An expert is someone who's made all the mistakes in a given domain. Well, to get there and to get there faster, a good method is ask why about very simple things. So thinking deeply about simple things, ask why. Even if you think you're an expert, the way you keep yourself open and humble is to continue to use these methods, even with the simple stuff. Ask why. So this is how it works. A plus B equals C. Why? Okay, then ask, well, to grow, somebody says, to grow on YouTube or to write a best-selling book, you need to do this, this, this. Why? And then go further, and then go further, and then go further. Once you hit about 4 or 5 whys, even maybe 3 whys, you're going to get to a really root core piece of whatever you're thinking about. And when you do that, you've actually opened up a really deep intellectual stream that has allowed you to not just see ahead of something, but you could see behind something. So where you start at is just as important as where you end at. So say, for example, if you go to college and you say, I got a degree, but you don't really understand why you went to college or what you did behind that and behind that and behind that. Oftentimes it's the example, and this is a different story for another day, but it's the example of know why you're chasing what you're chasing. Know why you're climbing that mountain. Why do you want to build that business? And why do you want to do that specific task? Is it just money? I bet there's something deeper behind money, because at the end of the day, most everybody, once they've had their essentials paid for, food, clothing, shelter, those types of things, everything else has a deeper meaning. It either has a meaning of showing off, grandiosity, enjoyment, escapism, suppression. There are a lot of healthy, deeper meanings as well, but it's really good to have a clear sense for yourself of what that is. Now, the other one is what if. Now, I love this one. So when I'm trying to make a life decision, I often will ask 2 questions. What is the one thing that if I accomplish this one thing will make other things either irrelevant or easier to accomplish? And that's a question from the book called The One Thing. I believe the author's name is Gary Kelly. But basically, what one item will make all these other items irrelevant or easier to accomplish? But the other thing with the what if is something I pulled from Derek Sivers that he talks about is when I'm making a life decision. So about a year and a half ago, I was trying to decide what to do with myself next. So I basically ran out 8 examples. I said, I sell everything and I go live in Southeast Asia, helping people and orphans living off of the land. Go. And so then I would write out what that would look like. Even though I didn't necessarily have an interest in that in the moment, I would write out exactly what that would look like. So I would live here, I'd do this, I'd do that. This is how life would be. This would happen, that would happen. I'd spend time on this. I'd probably work on that, blah, blah, blah. Now, I live in a high net worth area and I work my face off and I work 100 hours a week and I do this, this, and that. Now, then from there, I would paint that entire picture. I read a paragraph or 2 about what that would look like. And then what if I did this basically? And what if I did that? And what if I did this? And what if I did that? And what if I did this? 7, 8 different examples. And what that let me know is, number 1 is I'm not limited to one. Oftentimes it feels like I'm just so limited. I don't have a lot of options. But when I'm thinking deeply about simple things and seeing that, hey, if I'm 22 or 32 or whatever my age may be, I'm not dictated by what the world says where I should be at a certain spot of my life. And actually, in the scheme of things, me spending this time doing something that's very valuable for my future and where I'm headed is more important than me figuring out how I fit into this world plan of being married by 25 and having a house by 30 or whatever those items may be. I'm also in the process, and I may do an episode on this soon, of creating a database of just 40 great questions around this. Great questions are what lead to great answers. And so I think it's very important to really consider and have a list of good questions. And all the questions, mainly, I think almost all of them, basically, I didn't come up with. So I just borrowed these questions from different places. Anytime I find a great question, I jot it down. And then I jot down maybe a little note of why I like the question so much. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, please like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. And if you're looking for a specific tutorial, please check out our channel. And if you can't find it, let us know in the comments below. What do you need help with to develop your site to make it effective and better for all your users? Finally, sign up for our newsletter. Our newsletter is a great way to stay up to date with anything happening on Squarespace, new features, new tutorials that we post, new features for SEO or updates on SEO, any of that stuff that will help you be more effective. Our newsletter is a great way to stay connected with that as updates come. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.